If I had to start over today and build a marketing agency from absolute zero, no clients, no team, no reputation, I do things very differently than I did the first time around. I would skip all the mistakes that cost me months of wasted effort, and I would go straight to the strategies that actually work. And in this video, I am going to walk you through exactly what I would do step by step, from landing your first client to building systems that make your agency sellable for millions of dollars. And I'm not just gonna give you theory, this is the exact playbook that I would follow if I started from scratch tomorrow, laid out for you to steal from me. So let's not waste any more time and let's get right into it. The first thing you need to do is pick a niche. And I know that might sound basic if you are already an agency owner, or maybe you think that this doesn't apply to you, but this is a foundational decision that determines how scalable your agency will actually be. And here's why. Agencies that try to serve everyone, they usually tell themselves this: if I serve more people, if I have a larger TAM, I will make more money. But the truth is, even though the market is technically bigger, it is way harder to get your message across to that larger market. So what you end up doing is you dilute your offer, you dilute your brand, and you end up appearing like a generalist, not a specialist. Meanwhile, there are other agencies, your competitors out there, that call out their niche by name, their offers, their ads, their fulfillment. All of that is dialed in for that one audience. So the second that you try to compete as a general agency, you have already lost positioning against your competition. And it's not just marketing. When every client that you take on is different, your fulfillment becomes more customized, which means more manual work, more chaos, more resources go into those clients, which lower your profit margins. It becomes harder to refine your systems or build predictable results for those clients. So if you want to scale faster and make more money and get your clients better results, pick a niche and go all in on it. Now, let's talk about how to land clients fast if you don't have a large budget or a big audience. At this stage, a lot of new agency owners make the mistake of thinking that they need to charge $5,000 or $10,000 a month right out of the gate. But the truth is, if you were that good, clients would already be coming to you. So don't get ahead of yourself and don't ego price your services. Do what you need to do to close deals and build momentum. So here is the play. I call it the free trial offer. Pretty straightforward. And you can do this with cold email or direct outreach on Instagram, LinkedIn, or wherever your niche hangs out at. So here's exactly what I would do. Go find people in your selected niche. Here's an example. If you work with chiropractors, go search for chiropractors on LinkedIn or Instagram and engage with them first. Don't just start blasting them right away. Follow them, like a few of their posts, maybe comment on one of their reels, and then send them a message that opens up a real, authentic conversation, not a sales pitch. And once you've built a little rapport with them, you can say something like this: hey, I've been getting crazy results for my clients, and I decided I want to scale my agency and my business. And I would love to run your ads and get you new patients for free. You don't have to pay me $1 until I've already proven to you that I can deliver. And if I don't deliver, we part ways. But if I do, you just found a new marketing partner. No risk to you. That's it. Offer a 3 or even a 4-week free trial. What you do, this is a requirement, you have them sign a contract, you collect their credit card to keep it on file, and you explain that if things go well, their card will automatically be billed after the trial ends. And if they want at any point, they can cancel just by reaching out to you. What this does is allow you to bill them without having to sell them all over again. They are going to cover ad spend, you handle the setup, and if you deliver even halfway decent results for them, you will most likely have a new paying client within a month. Start their billing somewhere between $1,500 to $2,500 a month after the trial. Now, don't go any lower than that. Undercharging will trap you later when you decide you want to hire and scale. And if you charge less than that or significantly less, you'll end up having to fire this client or raise their prices, and either one of those is not a good situation. At the same time, don't go crazy high yet on pricing. Keep it attainable so that you can build momentum. Now, how do you actually get them results during that trial? You're gonna do it with 2 quick wins. The first one is database reactivation. Make it a requirement, a contingency, that they provide an inactive customer list, and then you're gonna run a reactivation campaign in Go High Level with a strong, time-sensitive offer to their list. You can use ChatGPT or Claude to help you craft good copy if you need it, but just don't blast generic messages to their list because it won't work. Make it personalized and make it compelling. Launch their ads as quickly as possible. If you already know how to run paid ads, great. Then just move fast. And if you don't, find a reliable white label partner who already knows your niche. Just don't hand everything off blindly to that partner. You still manage the relationship and make sure they are getting your clients results. The goal here is to show fast results in those first few weeks so that when the trial ends, billing is a no-brainer for them. The biggest mistake that new agencies make is getting the client, delivering terrible results, and then losing them before they ever pay or ever get billed. Don't let that happen to you. Then you should be working for free. Now, once you have 3 to 5 clients and you are doing consistent revenue in your agency, here's how you move towards $50,000 to $100,000 months. Your first hire should be someone probably overseas, either Argentina or the Philippines, who can help with back-end operations, building campaigns, and even a little bit of client support. At this stage, hire hybrid people who can wear a few hats and take as many small tasks off your plate as possible. Most agency owners overhire specialists in one role too early. Don't do that. One strong person who's multi-skilled can double your output at this stage. The next step is paid ads. I know that there's debate about this, but paid ads are the one consistent, controllable system that will bring you in high-ticket clients every single month predictably if you do them right. In today's market, you need to spend at least $100 a day to start seeing real traction with paid ads. If your lifetime value per new client is somewhere between $8,000 to $15,000, it doesn't take that many sales to get a solid ROI or return on your ad spend. Learn how to structure your offer, a risk reversal, and a unique mechanism. Don't try to do a dozen different outreach channels or things all at once. Focus on mastering one channel first. And once you've cracked paid ads, you probably won't need any other channels. Now let's talk about systemizing your fulfillment. People throw around the phrase or the term cookie cutter like it's a bad thing. It's not. It's how you scale an agency. You should have one ideal client profile and one results-based offer. You are not selling them services. You are selling your ICP results. The service is just the mechanism that gets them the result. So here's a good example. Maybe your offer includes running ads, writing copy, building landing pages, and automating their lead follow-up. That ends up being your system. Now document that system and begin to build SOPs, automate whatever you can in that process, and delegate the things that you cannot. That is how you start to build a machine that runs without you being involved in every aspect of it. Once you have that in place, raise your prices to $2,500 a month or a $6,000 paid in full engagement for 3 months. And all you have to do is tell your clients this: you are going to work with us for at least 90 days anyway. So here's what I'm going to do. I'll give you a $500 discount per month if you prepay, and I'll lock that discount in forever. This lets you collect more cash up front so that you can reinvest the cash into ads and you can compound your growth. If you know your customer acquisition cost, your cost to serve, and your lifetime value, you can now measure your return on ad spend. And if your cash collected is a 3x return on your ads, you want to scale them aggressively, at least 20% per week. And at around $100,000 a month, start delegating your sales. Build a real sales process from discovery to pitch to objection handling, and train others, your closers, how to do it. This is when you transition from hustling to running an actual real business. And here's something that most agency owners don't realize. When I raised my prices from $1,500 to $2,500, nothing broke. My close rate stayed exactly the same, but we made way more money and more profit. Your limiting beliefs about pricing will hold you back more than the market will. All right, now let's fast forward year 2 and beyond. This is the time to start thinking about enterprise value and your exit. Too many agency owners wait until they want to sell to start preparing, and at that point, it is already too late. A broker will not sell your business. A sellable business sells itself. Buyers want to buy predictable profit consistent client acquisition, and a company that doesn't rely on one person, and especially not you, the founder. So ask yourself this: if you stepped away for 2 months, would your agency still run? And if not, the value of that business drops immediately. So start doing the following. Do mock due diligence, build a data room, clean up your financials, and write an internal memorandum and identify your weak spots. The way you do that is by taking short sabbaticals. See what breaks when you are gone from the business, and then fix what it shines a light on. That is how you make your business truly sellable. Because here's the truth: less than 1% of agency owners ever sell for over $10 million, and less than 10% ever sell for $1 million. So don't leave your fate to those odds. Build something that can break that pattern. When I sold my agency, it wasn't just about the money. It was about freedom. It was about the ability to take what I learned and what I earned and move that into bigger opportunity vehicles. And that's what I want for you too. Because the truth is this: even after you sell your agency, you're not gonna stop. Entrepreneurs just don't give up on business after they make a little money. You will just start playing the game at a higher level. So start right now. Prep right now. Build a sellable agency, not just a profitable one. Because even if you decide never to sell, sellable agencies are the best kind to own. They are predictable, they are stable, and they are enjoyable to run. So start with the end in mind. Build your agency like you are going to sell it. And one day, when you do, you will get the big payoff, the freedom, and the ability to move to the next level of your entrepreneurial career. So that is exactly how I would build an agency from scratch if I started all over again. The difference between an agency that just ends up being a job and one that sells for millions of dollars, it isn't luck, it is strategy. If you want to build a scalable, sellable agency using the same 7-step framework that I used, we work directly with agency owners to implement this exact system and position your agency for a multi-million-dollar exit. All you have to do is click the link in the description below this video now to see if you're a good fit. Or if you want to keep learning, check out this video on screen right now. YouTube thinks that you like it, and I'll see you over there.